Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So today we're going to go over the artifact power guide. It's going to be a guide on how to get 80,000 plus artifact power an hour. And it is very consistent and it works very well. So the only requirements that there are to this guide is having a decent item level. You don't have to have an amazing item level, but the higher the better. And you're going to want max artifact research. If you don't have max artifact research, that's okay too, because percentage wise you're still going to be doing very well on your artifact power bar to go up to your next trait. So for example, I need 1.2 million artifact power till my next trait. You might need 300,000. So to be able to, if you missed a couple weeks, you're still going to be getting tons of artifact power appropriate for your level, if that makes any sense. So we're going to do the Maw of Soul grind. This is by far the best artifact power grind that you can do. There are other dungeons that do very well, but this one is very fast and it's very consistent. You can get this done very, very quick. Not the last run, the run before that I just did, we didn't even have Bloodlust for the last boss. We went in there and we killed everything with one lust, and the lust just came off timer when we killed the boss. So that's about, it was about a 10-minute run. So that's pretty good. What I like to average is about 15 minutes for every single run, and that's getting the group, that's getting the summons, and starting the pulls. So you can do 4 maws in an hour. Those 4 maws, if it's for example, let's go lowest end, if you're just doing 2s, you're going to be gaining 88,000 artifact power an hour off of 4 maws an hour. That's really, really good. Now there are tricks and tips on what dungeons to do and what dungeons not to do. So let's go ahead and go over what I look for when I'm queuing for a dungeon. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Group Finder. I have this up. Let's go all the way back so we can go through it so you guys can see exactly what I do. I go to Dungeon, I go to Find Group, and I go ahead and I go into Maw. I go to Keystone, and I go ahead and I start running. One of my buddies are doing this right now. Those carries. I'm telling you, those carries. But this is what I do. And then I just scroll down and I look for any group that is 6 and under. And if there's no groups, all you do is just refresh. Refresh, scroll up, look, refresh, and you just keep refreshing and scrolling until you find a group. Because there's always going to be groups in here. You're going to see a lot of carry groups here, but don't worry about those carry groups. Carry groups are carry groups. If you have a key, a carry group is a good thing to invest in, Go in there and let them do your key for you and get a super fast run. That's amazing. But if you're trying to get keys done, I wouldn't suggest doing a carry group. I've done a few carry groups and they just don't feel as fast because we're waiting for the keys. We're waiting for someone to link us a key. And there's so many carry groups, so unless yours is like the highest eye level out of all of them, you're not going to be the first pick. So when you're just refreshing and just scrolling down, you're going to be able to snipe those groups that are just like putting up at a 2 or a 3. Now, 2s are the worst that you can do. It sounds kind of funny, but it is the worst you can do. My favorite are 3s and 4s. 3s and 4s are my favorite because they're so fast. They're still super, super fast. And you can get them done, and you're getting a lot more artifact power than you would from a 2. Like I said, if you go bare minimum and you're just doing 2s, 2s are going to get you about 88,000 artifact power an hour. If you're going 3s and 4s, you're going to be getting a lot more than that. The time slightly changes a little bit, but that said, if you're in a decent group, you're going to be able to smash everything you do. And you can get lucky, especially if you're doing like a 2 or a 3 and you do a run and the guy gets another Maw key, it just added 3 onto it. So let's say you did a 2. Well, hey guys, you want to do a 5 also? You run out and you reset. So how you run out and reset is very, very crucial to your time. I'm always here. I do not leave this spot. I'm right outside the instance. This is the best place to be because you're going to be waiting for someone to come to the stone. Lots of times you're going to have someone at the stone ready to summon, and you do not want to waste your time. So right when you guys finish your run, whether you get it done in 10 minutes, whether you get it done in 9 minutes, 12 minutes, doesn't matter. Right when you get your run done and you loot your chest, by the chest there will be a little portal. You click the portal, it will bring you right back out to the front of the instance. All you do is you run over here, you leave the group, you find another one, and you just rinse and repeat. That is, right now, this is the fastest way to gain artifact power. There are players out there that get hundreds of thousands of artifact power an hour. Not 200, but hundreds of thousands of artifact power an hour just because the way that they're running this. I did a level 10 that we 3-chested, and it was a very fast run. Really good artifact power. And, the loot was good too. And it was just very, very easy. Maw is an easy dungeon. Very fast. Probably the fastest dungeon that you guys can be doing right now. And it's very consistent. A lot of players that you run with know the pulls, know the best way to get the timers, know who to interrupt, know when to interrupt. A lot of players know what they're doing in this rather than going to, a Halls of Valor and maybe 3-chesting it, and it's not as fast. So this is the best way to do it. So hopefully this helped you guys out for players that are trying to grind artifact power. Artifact power is very, very important. If you're wanting to gain those traits on your character, or if you're wanting to off spec or whatever you're trying to do, artifact power is a must. I'm approaching my level 35 weapon. That's going to be a cool thing to get. Like I said, I think in the beginning of this video, I'm at 1.2 million artifact power till my next trait. That's a lot of artifact power, so that's going to be a lot of grinding. Always remember though, if you guys are trying to get, you're sick of doing Maw, and you're just like, I just need to chill. Do a battleground. A battleground is a very fast, efficient way to get some artifact power also, and it's the same way. You just go to PvP, and I just go in and I do this. Now I've already done my my daily, because your daily you'll get, I think right now it's like 14,000 if I win, and even if you lose and it's close, you'll still get something. But the main thing that I'm looking for is the honor. Because after I get this 200 gold, which is, 1,000 honor? It's not much. Once I get the next one, I think it's a 20,000 token for artifact power. So being able to just chill and relax a little bit, that also helps you out. Now, it's nowhere near the 80,000 mark, but, it's something when you're a little burnt out on the Maw grind. Because once you start doing it, trust me, you will get burnt out. And the bonus to this though, and the reason why I think this is the best method for artifact power and doing anything right now, is it's great for legendaries. If you guys are hunting down those legendaries, this is the best opportunity to gain a legendary. Remember, every boss you kill, every chest you loot is a percentage of maybe getting a legendary item. And the more you do it, the more your bad luck kind of goes away. How the bad luck system works is you loot one thing, you get a little bit better of a chance to get the legendary. You loot another, a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, until finally it's like, screw it, I'm right there, give it to me, and it will give it to you. So by doing these consistent grinds, it's going to be way, way good for your artifact power, and it's also going to be way good for your legendaries. And if you're unlucky like me and have 2 legendaries that are the neck and the bad ring, the next legendary is almost guaranteed a good legendary, and you guys can swap it out. So that's very, very important in my opinion. So, all right, guys, keep up the grind. I know some of you guys know this method. Some people don't, though. So, you know, share the video. Let them know what they're doing. Let your guildies know if you're slacking on artifact power. Go grind. You know, it's a very easy grind, especially when you're doing lower keys, because you know they're big super pulls and they're fun, and it's just cool to see those giant numbers. You know, averaging out like 700,000 DPS for the run, just because they're so big, so massive of the pulls that you know you're going right into the next boss with a huge number, you know, boost from all the AoE. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. It just is what it is. So let your guildies know about this video if they don't know this information. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys haven't, make sure to subscribe, share the video, like the video, leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite artifact power grind is, and that's about it. All right, guys. Talk to you guys soon.